This episode is brought to you by Raw Valor. Raw Valor is a health and wellness brand, and they specialize in an array of different products ranging from scented oils to beard conditioners, beard balms, lip balms, you name it, they got it. If any of the products that I've listed interest you, you can reach out to them through the link in my bio. And thank you, Raw Valor, for supporting the podcast. Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I went soul searching, folks. I went soul searching, and I actually feel like I found what I was looking for. It's a wonderful feeling when you're able to get to that point in your journey. And I feel like, honestly, speaking with you guys in a very frank way, I feel like I found what I was looking for. So I'm very glad to be here today. I'm very happy for you guys to be here with me. I thank each and every one of you guys that pull up to watch my new episodes every week here on YouTube. My wonderful friends at YouTube. Congratulations for pulling up, guys. Listen, man, the wife of French President Macron appears to have shoved his face on board of his presidential plane in front of cameras before getting off the plane in Vietnam. Well, would you look at that? Typical marital behavior. Let's take a look. Honestly, the funniest video I've seen in a while. The funniest. I mean, the part that gets me is when the hand appears off camera, shoves him in the face, and then he turns around, faces directly towards the camera, and gives us the fakest smile and a wave. That one had me rolling. I was in tears watching his dumb face on the camera. Matter of fact, let me see it again. That is the dumbest face that you have seen in a while. You cannot lie about that. If I show you this picture, just know I'm being stupid. So anyways, it appears that he must have gotten into some bullshit with her. I mean, I don't think that they came out and said anything about it other than the fact that they had that video footage. But honestly, it doesn't even matter. Does it even matter what the problem's about? I mean, she shoved him in the face. So what? Happens all the time. It probably happens a lot more frequent with him. It just happens behind closed doors, so you guys don't get to see it as much. I mean, honestly, even the behavior after the fact should tell you that this is common ground. I mean, the way that she walked down alongside him after she just clearly physically assaulted him, and it was like as nothing ever happened, that right there should tell you that shit happens all the time. That shit is not new. So the fact that people are trying to dissect this is... it didn't even need to be dissected, to be honest. It is as simple, it is as cut and dry, and it is as black and white as any other typical marital dispute that you're going to run into. And now, am I promoting physical abuse? No, I'm not. Never said I'm promoting it. I said it's typical. It's a typical situation that happens in the world these days. Probably the most mildest that you'll get, to be honest. You know? Probably. Who knows? Diners nearly fall to their deaths from a restaurant in the sky in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Come on, let's go!
second. Oh, Lord, it's not. Oh.
First off, why are there diners in the sky? That's the first question I got. Secondly, why are there diners dining in the sky? That's it. Those are the only two questions I have. There's no reason for you to be dining in the sky unless you're inside of a building or in some type of a vehicle that is in the sky. There's no reason for it. People have to really stop. All right? They really do. A group of thrill seekers in San Juan, Puerto Rico faced a terrifying ordeal when their dinner in the sky experience malfunctioned. Well, would you look at that? Something that should not be malfunctions. Would you look at that? What a surprise. Leaving them 100 feet above the ground. Okay, see, look, I don't even like to go upstairs half the time. You couldn't pay me enough to get airlifted 100 feet in the air to have a Cuban sandwich. You're just not going to get me to do that. And I don't know why anyone else would want to do that anyway. If you're my friend and you invite me to a dinner in the sky, I am going to assume you want to kill me. I'm going to assume that you want me dead. You want something from me, or you found something out about me and you want to kill me. There's just no reason for it. That isn't that the weirdest invite too? Somebody says, "Hey, you're cordially invited to a engagement dinner, for example, 100 feet in the air." Yeah. None of that sounds appealing to me. None of that. The platform designed to offer a unique dining experience suspended by a crane tilted unexpectedly, causing plates and glasses to fall off the tables. You know, imagine like you just sitting there and then out of nowhere, your little sister go flying off the side of the table. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa, fucking 2 pages goes flying out too. It's something to really like have to like consume, to really think about, that people out there really want to go 100 feet in the air and just be suspended for a period of time just so you can have a little dinner. You know, it really does. It's a lot to consume. You know, the fact that you can't just have a nice dinner on the ground by the shore. Even the Space Needles that do the rotating restaurant, what happened to those? Did we just get over those? Those are just too much now, huh? Those are just like, whatever. We done that. How about we eat outside of the Space Needle, you know? How about we just eat outside of the Space Needle? How about we just go bungee jumping and have a Cuban sandwich? That's going to be the next thing. That's going to be the next thing. The next thing going to be people going to skydive to have dinner. All right? They're already suspended 100 feet on the, above ground. Now is only right. Bungee jump or skydive. Cuban sandwich to your death. Anyways, they survived it. It says that emergency services were called and that all diners were rescued safely without injury. The company has suspended operations pending a thorough investigation. How about suspending the company? Let's not just suspend operations. How about we just get rid of the company? Like, it just because people make suggestions, because I'm sure there's people out there that enjoy doing this type of bullshit, but just because people suggest it does not mean you gotta encourage it. All right, you don't have to open up a company that specializes in killing people in a very special, very eventful way. Okay, I'm not saying, to cancel these people whoever these people are. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I have a hard time understanding why anyone would want to do it, is all. Okay? That's it. It's just that. It's nothing against the company itself. Hey, the company has to make money. If there's people out there that wants to do it, then go right ahead. Go right. It ain't me. All right? It's not going to kill me. You maybe, but it's not going to kill me. So if that is what you want, then go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? Well, there is a lot wrong with it. What I'm saying is, I don't care. All right? Harvard Medical School morgue manager admits to stealing organs and selling them on the black market. Well, I guess he was disappointed about that diner incident then. You know? No injuries, get it? No. Anyways, Cedric Lodge, 57, pleaded guilty to transporting stolen human remains across the state lines. He faces up to 10 years in prison, plus fines and supervised release. See, here's the thing, right? Like, I used to think that if you wanted to go find someone, you know, to buy an organ, because I mean, I just a couple weeks ago, I needed an extra lung. I just wanted to have a lung, you know, just to keep it, because you never know, you might need it one day. You know, I smoke and all kinds of stuff. So I just, you know, I wanted to be precautious. So, but it just seems to me like now it's like you don't even have to go to an alleyway or get on the black or go online and go through the black web or whatever. You don't have to do any of that. Now you could just call a college, local colleges, just call whoever has a morgue. Be like, hey, you guys have any scrap? I'm looking for whatever, you know? Kind of like what you do when you go to a scrapyard. It's kind of like a scrapyard. But now you don't even have to go on the black market. You don't even have to go. You don't even have to go on the black web. Just call a college. Call a college. I promise you, from the looks of it, they will. They probably will accommodate you. The guy, actually, the other part that is crazy to me is that he actually openly admitted it. Like, it was okay. Like, whatever. Dude, you're selling people's body parts illegally. Absolutely insane. Cat reportedly caught smuggling crack cocaine and marijuana into a Costa Rican prison. See, now this doesn't surprise me, right? Me, as a cat owner, I observe a lot. I watch my cat a lot. I keep an eye on the behaviors of my cat. And I've always had a feeling, right? Not a good one, but I've always had this feeling about my cat where I feel like they could be like some kind of like, you know, smuggler or something, you know? And right here in plain black and white, smuggling marijuana. According to reports, Costa Rican prison guards intercepted a black and white cat carrying over 230 grams of marijuana and 67 grams of crack cocaine. Okay, well, you know, there you go. You no longer have to keep an eye on the bald head essay with the tattoos and shit, you know, on the homie with the legs crossed outside, you know. You ain't got to worry about those people anymore. You got to worry about the cats now. These are the real gangsters now. Okay? These are the ones that are hauling weight. Okay? They're holding it down out there while the essays are on the inside. Okay? Authorities say that the cat was being used as a drug mule, but officers quickly captured it before the drug reached the inmates. Well, that is a sensational story. We got cats strapped up, bringing in narcotics for Costa Rican inmates. I'd love to own that cat. Not gonna lie, I would just love to own the cat. I mean, I wonder the joy that this cat would bring to you. Literally. Speaking of drugs, Elon Musk's reported drug use raises concerns during his time in Washington. I wonder why. Why should it raise concern? The man has to get fucking high to work in Washington. It's that cut and dry. You know what? I wouldn't see it no other way. How else could you go into work at Washington, D.C., at the Capitol every single day, all right, uncovering scams, all right, basically shutting down whole establishments on a sober mind? How could you do that? I wouldn't trust it. Matter of fact, I don't trust any politician, Republican nor Democrat, if they were sober. If you're sober, I want nothing to do with you because I just can't trust you. I just can't trust you. Everybody's high at the White House. Everybody is on something at the White House. Nancy Pelosi? You telling me that fucking bat isn't on something? Schumer? You gonna tell me he's not on something? Biden? The man talks to walls. Biden once held a whole conversation with a wall. Thought it was Nancy Pelosi the whole time. You're telling me they're not on drugs? Everybody's on drugs at the White House. I mean, it's just what it is. I think you guys are getting this shit wrong. I think the concern should be that Elon Musk wasn't doing enough drugs. You know, I think that's what the real story should be. It says Musk carried a box of daily medications and displayed erratic behavior. No shit. Matter of fact, how about a box truck? Forget a box. Carrying a box around, I'm going to need a box truck if I'm working at the White House. I need an entire vehicle to hold all of the drugs that I am going to need just to get through a day at the White House. Now, I'm not trying to promote drugs. Not saying go ahead and go get high. I'm not saying it's cool to get high. Okay? I'm not saying I'm doing drugs. All I'm saying is if I worked at the White House and I was in Elon Musk's shoes, I mean, that's what I would be doing. Plain and simple. Neither he nor his lawyer have responded to recent inquiries. And you know what? It's not going to happen. He's out the door. Elon Musk is out the door. He doesn't care anymore about what anyone says. He literally completed his job. And that's another thing. People think that he was going to be here forever. People thought, I don't know if it was that people wanted to think that way or that they didn't read into everything that was going on, but everyone somehow had this thing going about them that they felt like Elon Musk was going to be this Doge headliner forever. And that's not how it works. Anybody with a right mind would have told you that his time was coming to an end. It's just a matter of when. And people just get so caught up in their head about everything. That's probably why, you know, we have so much mental illness in this world as it is. People just, they're too in their head. Losing their mind just because Elon Musk is on a TV screen. Man's time was coming to an end. He did his job. He did what he had to do, and now he's out. Which is crazy. It's crazy that he actually got in there and he actually did his job. Which speaks volumes about people. It's not a good look. Mr. Beast is a real life hood meme, yo. That is crazy. My boy sent me this video of this guy recently, and he walking around like he's Kodak Black these days. How long is that supposed to last? Is that what we're gonna see from now on? Is that it? Mr. Beast is the hood. How did we get hood Mr. Beast before we got GTA 6? I mean, this man is all over Instagram, all over social media, flashing money, flexing money. You got to see it for yourself, man. This guy's crazy. He is loving it. He is living it. He actually looks good. Not gonna lie. Hood Mr. Beast, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. He's definitely more hood than a lot of these kids out here trying to rap. I'll tell you that. 2 Secret Service officers suspended after a brawl outside Obama's home. What are we doing, guys? Huh? Got the French president getting shoved in the face by his wife, and now we got 2 Secret Service members over here fighting in Barack Obama's front yard. Like, what is this, Baby Boy? I feel like we're watching Baby Boy or something, you know? Just sitting out in the front lawn, just having a fight. Like, what could you possibly be fighting about with your own partner anyway? How did you guys get into this? Did a man sleep with your wife or something? Is that what it was? I'm kind of curious to know now what the hell happened. And then in front of Barack Obama's home, I mean, you know, that man is already in hot water. That is just going to draw all the attention. Straight to the Obamas. Right there. I mean, shit. Suspended, God knows what's going to happen now. You know, what could possibly had happened to these 2 Secret Service members that they made them, like, you know, get into a brawl right in the front of the house? Couldn't have taken it nowhere. Well, I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Former police chief serving murder and rape sentences escapes from an Arkansas prison. Now, isn't that lovely? Serving murder and rape sentences. That is what it is. 2025, everyone's getting out of jail. Everybody. Why? Why be in jail? Why? You know? They say it very well. They say that prison is a state of mind. So I'm assuming these guys just don't feel locked up is what it is. A couple weeks ago, I talked about those individuals that broke out of the New Orleans jail. A lot of them were being charged with murder. And they're roaming the streets. Well, I think we're down to like 2 people right now. I think they've caught many of them and family members, which is crazy to me. That family members are even trying to interfere with these murderers. But that's not for me to decide. I'm not the judge. Point of the matter is that it is crazy how so many jail break-ins have been. Is that even a common thing? Is that even a common thing? I would like to see if it's a common thing. So according to an AI overview, jail escapes in the U.S. are not common, particularly from secure facilities, but they do happen. Most escapes occur from minimum security or community level facilities. While the news often highlights the sensational escapes, many more escapes involve individuals simply walking away from less secure custody. Okay. So, you know, understandably enough, I get it. You know, it's not as common. But this is my little beef too also that I have is, so if it's like that, how did these murderers have that opportunity then? I mean, we know about the New Orleans one. We know that it was an inside job. But what about this guy? All right, what about this former cop? How the hell was he able to manage to break out and get away so successfully? Just asking. I'm just asking, guys. A lot of questions to be asked. A lot of things to be said. Just have questions. That Diddy trial, man, is getting exhausting. What are we on the 2nd week? I think we're on the 2nd week. And the Diddy trial just continues on, and there's so much more going on. Now Kid Cudi had to testify. Kid Cudi talking about, you know, Diddy blew up his car and shit. You know what's crazy about this whole thing with Kid Cudi? Diddy was in Kid Cudi's home. He literally made himself at home in Kid Cudi's house and wanted to talk to him, allegedly, from this statement that Cudi made on the stand, that supposedly he just wanted to talk to him. That's some crazy shit. Understand that, you know, the man slept with your girl or whatever. I get it. That's understandable. But you broke into another man's house and sat your ass down his living, opened up this gift boxes, allegedly, some Christmas boxes that were there, opened them up, played with their dog. I mean, this man is on some other level. He was definitely out of his mind. And then the whole car blowing up thing, at first I even had to say to myself, that's got to be like the media's just making it out more than, no. The media was right. Exactly as it was written. Kid Cudi car gets blown up. And and there's video of it and there's pictures. So it's like I'm looking at these pictures and I'm going like, this motherfucker is crazy. He was just roaming around in the streets like he thought he was the Joker, basically. You know what I mean? You imagine running into this motherfucker in real life? And some people, you know, when they think about a celebrity, they're like, oh, it would be cool, you know, to meet him and say, you don't want to run into this guy, apparently, in real life. He will ruin your life with baby oil. All right? It's crazy. But the court proceedings continue. They're going through it, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I haven't really seen a picture of him right now. I have seen a lot of drawings from the court proceedings, but I haven't seen an actual picture of Diddy. But for what it looks like, if this is what he looks like as a cartoon, that man has aged 100 years. You're getting to see exactly what Diddy looked like in real life. Right there. That is what he looks like without the Botox, without the face creams, without the hourly haircuts. Because you know he's got somebody standing right behind him every second. As soon as they see a little hair just out of place, buzz it right off of him. That is what that's you're looking at Diddy's, like, that's his real image. That is what you would see if Diddy was working at McDonald's or working at Amazon. That is what you would see right there. It's crazy. They're making bets online too. 50 Cent over there talking about 20. I personally think Diddy's going to do about 40 years. I think they're going to hit Diddy with 40. If I'm going to go ahead and join 50 Cent in his little parlay, all right, Curtis, I'm going to play with you on this one. I'm going to say 40. You say 20. I think he's going to get 40. I think that's what they're going to give him. I mean, he did a lot of shit, and there's still more shit that's coming out. So, I don't know. I think they're going to get him for 40 or more. 40 plus. How about that? I'll say that. I'll say 40 plus. Nothing less than 40 for sure. And people were talking about earlier today that Trump, I guess, had done an interview, I believe, over the weekend or over the end of the week, the end of the weekday, where a reporter asked him if he would ever pardon Diddy, and I guess he said that he would have to see the evidence, right? And that's basically a no. I mean, if you can't read the no between the lines of Trump's response, you're just delusional. All right? If you cannot read through that, he is absolutely delusional. Or they are absolutely delusional, rather. So, take it how you want, man. Finally, Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion this shit is heating up, man. This shit is heating up. I talked about this before. I said it very clearly. Tory Lanez, he's innocent. He's absolutely innocent. And now it's not just me. There's many other people that feel the same way, including Republican Luna. I mean, she's headlining it all. She is leading the efforts to get Tory Lanez out of jail, and rightfully so. Meg Thee Stallion, on the other hand, she's getting very spiteful right now. She is so upset because everybody wants to, bring up this stuff again. And why can't they leave things alone? You know why they can't leave things alone, Meg Thee Stallion? Do you want to know why? You want me to tell you why? Because you're a fucking liar. That's why. Because you lie. So they don't leave shit like that alone. All right? The truth always comes to the light. Whatever's in the dark will come to the light. And Meg Thee Stallion, your day's gonna come. Your day's gonna come. This shit gonna hurt. I'm telling you, this shit gonna hurt. You better get yourself together. Better get all your fears in order, because if he is proven innocent, rather, when Tory Lanez is proven innocent, all eyes are going to be on you next. How much time can you get for lying on the stand? I'm sure a lot. That's what you're going to be looking at. Play with the wrong person, play with the law. That's what happens, man. I bet you she thought she was going to get away with it too. She thought she was just going to walk out clean. She was going to be straight. Put this man in jail and just live her best life. Career suicide is what she did. Career suicide, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you right now, that is exactly what it is, man. Speaking of career suicides, the Epstein situation. I got to thank Dan Bongino, and I have to thank Kash Patel. You guys are amazing. You guys basically told us, without a doubt, that Jeffrey Epstein did commit suicide. Now, isn't that a story? Now I feel better that I know that Jeffrey Epstein, he wasn't murdered by some like dark society or maybe a group of people that he might have had information on, Now I feel better that at least, it wasn't them. He just committed suicide. He couldn't take it anymore. That's what it was. He was done with it, A wealthy man whose past is very, very dark, but nevertheless wealthy, just decided one day to off himself. Okay. I believe Kash Patel and Dan Bongino when they say that. I do. I know that they're telling me the truth. He did, do that. No one tried to assassinate or murder Epstein. He killed himself. And, it was by suicide. He hung himself because no one else had anything to do with it. It was just his thought process. He wanted to do that. So Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, thank you for letting us know that that's exactly what it was. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't murdered by anybody. You guys have a great night.